Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Trading with Emotions. This is not financial advice. Just want to go ahead and talk about these setups that we're currently in, okay? So, this is a what I like to call the phase setups that AMC has had in the past. So, it's had a flag phase, another flag phase, a wedge, and then this is a projection. So, another scenario based off of the video that I made yesterday, actually. So, I just want to talk a little bit about what these mean and why it's a good way to use this right against your overall conviction and how you look at AMC and just give you just an overall better picture of like the possibilities, because the market is, and emotions specifically, are used and displayed through a chart, right? The market sentiment and technicals are entirely made up of technical patterns, analysis, and stuff like that, entirely through it. So again, let's talk about these individual setups that we've had in the past and how we can use that to figure this out, right? So we have a flag back here on the January run up, and we broke out of 4 different flags in between, to the upside and the downside, right? Here, we actually created this projector pattern, and this is the basically that setup that always happens on every run up that we've had in the past. So this has happened back here. It's happened in November. This little tiny run up that we had a little projector pattern as well. But the issue with this is that it can also play to the downside. And an example of that is this next flag that we were in. So this one we were in for about 5 months. We broke again out of all of these flags. And the way they were doing this, right, is delta hedging their positions along the way. So these individual points are actually option expiration dates, meaning that they took the price down to these ranges, okay, to hedge their positions. This is a $40 strike that they were trying to get to as close as possible. And that's why you see this technical setup play out the way it is, because it's all driven through the option chain, okay? So on this, we came up on that projector pattern. This little guy down here is playing out right here. And when this happened, guys, I was actually very bullish, because this went along with the 62-day cycle, and this entire pattern down here is inverse to the cycle. It's inverse to what's happening back here, right? So the projector actually failed retail and succeeded on doing its part with not enough volume coming in, not enough FOMO, nothing was set up and ready to go for this to skyrocket, right? So they took this chance to create what was this wedge that we were in, okay? And we actually finally broke out, okay? We're currently right in this area, okay? We broke out of this wedge, and now looking at it from like individual phases, we had a flag, a wedge, and what I think is likely to occur in the future is, well, now there might be a cup and handle in play, because again, according to the expiration dates that are coming up, the most likely technical setup fits to be this cup and handle, okay? And it's something that we have done in the past on a micro level, but this is more of on a macro level. Now they might be playing with this cup and handle. And if that were the case, then we would, again, slowly stair our way up and passing these support and resistance lines before coming up to what is earnings. Okay, so earnings actually happens around this mark. And earnings could go both ways. On the other scenario, this pattern is actually happening a little bit earlier, depending on what they have in store, because it can go both ways, right? They can short the heck out of AMC to again, to make you second guess yourself. Oh my God, earnings were awesome, and then they actually short us, right? Because that's happened in the past, right? Where earnings are great and then they short us. Or it could play out where this is actually happening in our favor, right? These institutions are finally going long, and they're like, you know what? We've made them second guess themselves multiple times, so now let's do reverse psychology and actually go long when earnings happen to be good, right? So we don't know yet what earnings are going to be, and that's not something that we will know until, right, that March 9th area. So it's something to look out for, but if this is, again, this scenario is taken based off the idea that they would short us even if we had good news, to just trick more retail, right? And then we would make a little projector pattern in between here that would lead us to a run up to meet resistance up here around the $40 area. And then here we would create what is called this SOS, right? SOS sort of pattern here that would initially take us to that run up, and either run up or squeeze ultimately. But this would be the next technical setup, in my opinion, that would actually play out in our favor. I don't believe that we're going to keep going down because we had a really nice breakout here. We haven't even tested support or new support and old resistance on this falling wedge. We just broke straight through, okay? And that's very bullish, man. So again, I'm looking at this whole thing as one giant phase, obviously, but within that, you have your individual little technical patterns playing out, right? So again, this is just a way to look at AMC a little bit differently, give you a new perspective. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what technical setup you think AMC is going to do next. And this is just what I think, okay? It doesn't have to happen, right? We can prolong this for much longer, but this goes, again, hand in hand with the option expiration dates as well as the patterns that are repeating themselves, inverse and identical, okay? Alrighty, guys, so I will see you tomorrow on stream, all right? I'm going to be on at around 10:30, and we can chill it out, man, and see what is going on with Amy. Alrighty, guys, you have a great rest of your day, and peace out. Bye-bye. Love you. Fucking love you. Bye.